Week 12 must starts. These players have advantageous matchups and you absolutely cannot bench them. But before I get into it, welcome to the playlist. Thank you for kicking it. I am Jimsy and this is Fantasy on Repeat. Real quick too, if you want the edge every single week, hit that subscribe button. I got you covered. Now, let's make sure you don't start the wrong players this week and lose your league. Starting off with the QB position, if you sit this QB this week, you could regret it. He's about to torch a weak secondary. This is Matthew Stafford. Week 12 looks strong. Love this matchup. The Bucks allow heavy points and quarterbacks feast on them. 7th most fantasy points allowed. Matthew Stafford is ready to eat. And this soft defense, they're just vulnerable. Josh Allen just did that without a wide receiver one. So if you think about it, Stafford has 2 of them. Stafford rebounds this week. Last week was rough. He only had 130 passing yards. Bounce back game is incoming. And this game projects a lot of scoring. The total sits at 49.5. Points should flow. This is a shootout vibe that you can feel. Stafford's weapons, they're healthy. Puka Nacua looks sharp. Devontae Adams stays dangerous and keeps getting these touchdowns. This Rams passing crew is just loaded. And the crazy thing about Stafford, you got to listen to this closely. He has 22 touchdowns since week 4. Interceptions within that stretch. Wild. Stafford is playing elite football. He protects the ball flawlessly. He delivers consistent production. He's locked in now, silently seeking that MVP. This is a great matchup that meets momentum. Confidence should be high for Stafford. Therefore, you should start Stafford confidently yourself. He is all systems go. Now going into my must-start running back, and this is my spicy take of the week. I know it's bold, but hear me out. This running back could decide your matchup. This is Saquon Barkley. He has a massive workload incoming. It's a great matchup on deck. The Cowboys' run defense struggles. They're ranked 24th overall. They allow heavy yardage. Perfect spot for Saquon to bounce back. They are divisional rivals. In the last divisional game, Saquon went off against the Giants, his former team, for 150 yards on the ground plus 1 touchdown, 24 more yards through the air, and another touchdown, giving you 33.4 fantasy points. The volume stays absolutely guaranteed. The Eagles feed him constantly. He just had 28 opportunities in week 11 against the Lions. He drives their offense and the floor stays very safe. And this matchup looks extremely friendly. Dallas allows 131 rushing yards per game consistently. Huge lanes are going to open up and the opportunities are going to be there. And also, this game should score big as well. The total sits here at 50.5. The points should come fast, and the offense should just trade some blows back and forth, back and forth. The receiving work boosts him even more. The targets raise his floor, his PPR value stays high, and the ceiling gets even higher. And what's bonkers about Barkley, which is absolutely insane, is Saquon hit 255 rushing yards in one game. That is a massive franchise record. We know that Saquon Barkley has game-breaking talent, and it's been on display. He can win weeks. Any touch holds a lot of danger into it, and always start him with confidence. Barkley is a must-start. The volume is going to meet the matchup. It's a match made in heaven. The ceiling stays truly elite. Barkley is locked in, so you should lock in as well. And the next running back on the list, the end zone has been calling his name lately. This is Travis Etienne, and the Cardinals defense allows plenty of fantasy points. They struggle at stopping the run. The volume stays locked in. The touches stay extremely consistent. 20 plus touches in the last 3 games. He's a lead back and it has been secured. Although Tootin has been sneaking up on the workload, he's now dealing with an ankle injury and he was out of Wednesday's practice, so that is something to monitor. But regardless, Travis Etienne, his red zone chances are on the rise. The Cardinals defend terribly there, and the scoring odds increase heavily. The touchdown upside looks very juicy. The receiving work helps too. The targets keep him relevant. 33 targets already this year. The PPR value stays strong. The explosive plays come quite often. Etienne creates chunk gains and breakaway ability stays elite. The ceiling remains completely high. And one key takeaway, 6 touchdowns in 10 games, 5 rushing and 1 receiving. Last year was different. He only had 2 total scored all year across 15 full games. And that is a massive efficiency jump right there. If you think about it, that's actually a 200% increase. The touchdown rate skyrocket upward. That shows his true elite performance ability. He's averaging 14.3 points per game, and that is your baseline right there. The matchup boosts this trend. The red zone defense collapses. High chance to score. Start him with confidence. Now going to my must-start wide receiver. The targets keep on coming and the big plays are not stopping. This is Stefon Diggs. Diggs runs elite routes. His footwork stays absolutely flawless. The body control creates separations. The coverage rarely slows him down. And the Bengals defense bleeds out yardage everywhere. 31st in passing allowed, worst in points allowed. It's a total smash spot here. The volume stays locked in. The target share sits high, 24% since week 4. And his floor stays extremely reliable. His production keeps on staying steady. 10 PPR every single week, 5 straight games now. Consistency boosts up his trust, and his snap share is increasing fast. Season high usage recently, 71% of snaps, 88% on the route participation. The bigger role feels permanent, the more chances are coming, the ceiling raises even higher. Everything points to Diggs. And this stat right here, it's insane, and it matters this week because he has 3,900-yard games. That's the 4th most among active receivers. Elite company proves greatness. Massive yardage comes often. Perfect for this matchup. Start Stefon Diggs confidently. Now going into my next must-start wide receiver. All signs point to a breakout this week. This is going to be Rashee Rice. He's the primary target, locked in, massive role every single week. Usage stays absolutely elite. Top option for Mahomes. Target share climbs consistently. Opportunities flow every game. And the Chiefs' offense stays explosive. Mahomes creates scoring chances, and Rice wins in the red zone. And the touchdown upside remains peak. And this matchup does feel interesting. The Colts defense play tough. 8 wins shows the strength, but still the points will flow. The game total right now is at 49.5. It's a high scoring type of feel, and the Chiefs must keep pushing, and Rice should stay active. And his traits are special. Yards after the catch ability dominates. He's strong enough to shed multiple tackles, and explosive gains happen quite often. His body control also stays elite. His contested catch looks routine. His red zone trust grows. The playmaker vibes are real as well. And here's a crazy stat that'll blow your mind. He is wide receiver 2 since week 12 of 2023, 19.5 PPR on average. And even in his first game back from suspension, week 7, 2 touchdowns, 23.2 fantasy points. Week 8, 9 for 9, 93 yards, and 1 touchdown, 25.5 fantasy points. Elite over a long stretch, consistent top tier production, undeniable weekly starter. Rashee Rice must start. Now going to my must start tight end. He's seeing more targets than ever, and the touchdowns are following. This is Trey McBride becoming that tight end 1 we all knew he could be. Like I said earlier, he's a tight end 1 in fantasy. He's a must start for week 12. He's the focal point of this offense. He has elite target volume, 27% target share, high weekly floor. Brissett is feeding McBride. He has a strong QB connection in the short, intermediate passes everywhere. Consistent production. He's a freak athlete. And he does have a favorable matchup in week 12. The Jaguars are weak against tight end, and he is red zone ready. And you won't believe this streak right here. He's trying to keep his touchdown streak alive. 5 consecutive touchdowns. Massive positive regression after he just had 2 touchdowns all of last year. 2024, he had 111 receptions, 1,146 yards, and only 2 touchdowns. That's wild. So trust me, I know I had him last year, and I was waiting for these touchdowns forever, and it never came. And right now, he is the volume king tight end, 99 targets total, 71 receptions, runs almost every single route, massive red zone usage. Scoring upside is huge. Owners should feel confident. McBride is safe. Fantasy advantage has been secured. Start this man. Now going into my must-start flex, where I can choose any position from running back, wide receiver to tight end. I'm going to go with the running back. He is the workhorse. He needs to be in your lineup this week. It's going to be Derrick Henry. He has a massive workload locked in. The floor and the ceiling is huge. The run game drives everything. Carries come every single series. The offense helps him thrive. Lamar creates defensive hesitation. Defenses can't key on him solely, so the lanes open up even more. And Henry holds strong momentum. 70+ yards weekly, 5 straight games now. His form looks truly elite. Last week, he showed his dominance, 103 rushing yards, 1 touchdown added to that. Confidence stays extremely high. His traits are special as well. His size overwhelms his defenders quickly. The speed surprises many linebackers, and the tackle breaks come easily, man. The Henry stiff arm is nasty. His contact yards show power, 619 yards gained. He led the league last season. His elite strength has been on display, and you can't deny King Henry is back in full effect. And the goal line work is all his. He is a primary red zone option always, 92% carry share inside the 5-yard situations. The touchdowns follow the usage. Scoring chances stay consistent. Perfect fantasy running back. No hesitation in starting Henry. And what's crazy about Derrick Henry too, man, his touchdown streak, he's getting double-digit touchdowns every single year. He is unmatched on consistency for years. He defies typical running longevity. The elite production remains inevitable. Start Derrick Henry and get these fantasy points. Now going to the can I kick it, my must start kicker. Every field goal matters and he's going to be cashing in. This is Brandon Aubrey. He's a top kicker every single week. Set him and forget it. He's consensus kicker #1 and the most reliable fantasy kicker. The production stays extremely steady. His floor and ceiling is elite. The game should score big as well. The total sits at 50.5. Points should be coming in fast. Both offenses should be firing back and forth. And the Cowboys offense moves constantly. They reach the scoring range and the drive stalls sometimes. And if the Cowboys come out flat, Aubrey is going to benefit from that. And also the indoor stadium does help. No wind issues this week. The weather never affects the kicks. Perfect conditions for accuracy. And we know that Brandon Aubrey is elite. His accuracy stays incredibly high. The range beats nearly everyone. 50-yard attempts feel routine to him. Like Steph Curry makes everything Staffordless, Brandon Aubrey makes it AUBREEZY. The stats prove his dominance. 18 makes out of 19 field goals, 94% this season, and his longest make is at 64. And the pressure never bothers him. He's ice cold in the clutch, delivers game-winning strikes. Trust stays sky high. And this stat right here is so unreal. He's on a different level. He has 2 64-yarders made, only kicker to ever achieve this accomplishment. And the range changes everything here because the Cowboys attempt deeper kicks. Fantasy upside skyrockets instantly. Start Brandon Aubrey week 12. Now going to the last position, my must-start defense. There's dominant, there's elite, and then there's a unit terrorizing the entire league right now. This is the Cleveland Browns. They have a massive advantage here, one that you can only dream of. They are facing the Raiders, who can barely put up 16 points against the Cowboys. The Browns have been an elite unit all year. Myles Garrett is showing his dominance, lead leader in sacks, 15 on the season, relentless pass pressure, and #1 pass rush, #1 on the run stop. The win rate is unmatched, and the quarterbacks overwhelmed weekly. They're a takeaway machine on defense. They're 14 turnovers forced, opportunistic, aggressive, lethal. Fantasy points pile up. And the Raiders offense is struggling. They are turnover prone constantly. Geno Smith is tied for the most picks, 13 interceptions thrown, 4th most sacks taken, 31 on the year. Massive mismatch alert. The Browns' advantage is just huge. Expect multiple sacks, expect forced turnovers, high scoring potential for this defense. Lock in top defense, start them with confidence. Set it and forget it type of unit. The Browns are safe. The Browns could explode. That's it. Week 12, my must starts. Players that can provide you lots and lots of fantasy points. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, I appreciate you. Thank you for kicking it with the playlist. And if you need help avoiding landmines this week, I got my must sits coming out next. So hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out. Until next time, Fantasy on Repeat. Jimsy is out. Peace.